Oh, Mario Cuomo. Um, let's talk about that. So now Hillary's backing Mario Cuomo. Um, that is that is unbelievable to me. I mean, it just shows Cynthia Nixon is running, and she's got it. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. Because what Cynthia Nixon is doing is challenging their bullshit identity politics. Right? I'm with her. Girl power. Oh, wait. If it's between a progressive woman and a corporate dude, I'm going to side with the corporate dude. Isn't that fantastic that that just shows how Hillary really is? Always talking about we got to get women in the glass ceiling. Oh, Cynthia Nixon could be the first female. Nope. Nope. You're not going to back her. Got it. Love it. I love it. I love it. But America's not for war. Bethany Hunt, thank you so much for supporting the show. Guys, if you're new to the show, I think Jesus would want you to hit the $sign and support the show with all the money. Maybe that'll help me change my mind since I'm so misinformed. I think maybe the Trump guy should put like $100 in there. That'll help me change my mind. I mean, you know, it's like those televangelists, you give them more money, you get closer to God. So if you give me some more money, maybe I'll start flipping over to the MAGA side. In the meantime, Bethany Hunt, talk about the fundamentalist crazies wanting World War III in the Middle East for the second coming of Christ. Oh my Lord, Bethany, the evangelicals are they're crazy. They really want this war in the Middle East because they think it'll bring the second coming of Christ. And what is so in true typical conservative Christian fashion, I'm sure in the same sentence they'll talk about the fanaticism of fundamentalist Muslims. Oh, they all want to die and go to meet their virgins in heaven. And it's like, how is that any more crazy than your thing? They want to start World War III. So that Christ comes back. How does that logic work? When we all blow each other up, then Jesus is going to come back? I don't know if there is a God and his son, they might be sitting around going, yeah, I don't know. These humans can't seem to get their shit together. You know? There was a Trump bot on a progressive super chat. Like, yeah, they can't figure it out. They just care about guns. Kids get shot up in a school literally almost every other fucking week, and it's thoughts and prayers. Oh, I need my gun. But Jesus, it doesn't make any sense. How can you call yourself a Christian if you are in favor of giving teachers guns? That's how we stopped the school shootings, is give teachers guns. And we want Jesus to come back, who is all about peace and love. Jesus was hung out with lepers and prostitutes and the poor. Jesus would not be a Republican. Jesus wouldn't hang out with Mike Pence or Trump or the Clintons or any of these people. Jesus came back, he would be hanging out with poor people, helping them. That's what he would do. And he wouldn't be supporting war. So Bethany Hunt, thank you so much for supporting the show. I really appreciate it. Guys, that's how you support the show. Bluebell 51, whenever I see what would Jesus do, I'm thinking flipping tables and bullwhipping bankers comes to mind. My friend Bernie Gertz thinks Jesus isn't real. What should I tell him? I don't know. Here's what I think. I think perhaps one of the greatest theories I've heard is that Jesus, Buddha, and Muhammad were all sent. They were all sent from God. They were just God in a human form at different points in time. So Buddha came 500 years before Christ. Muhammad came 500 years after Christ. And they all said the same things. Be good to one another, love one another, take care of the poor, and so on. And they were just interpreted differently and have been used, hijacked, manipulated, whatever, over the years to mean very different things, but their sentiments were all the same. If you read the book The World's Religions, everybody, the golden rule, do unto others as you would have them do unto you, exists in every major religion. So, it's worth thinking about and considering. That's what I would say. You know, I mean, God in like a religious sense, like this old man on a throne in heaven with a rule book passing judgment down, that really seems a little crazy, but like a sort of power greater than ourselves, the force, if you want to call it, the universe, God, whatever you want to call it. I think they're all basically the same thing. People just use different words to describe them and then argue about it when they're all saying the same thing. I don't know. Good thing to bring up. Taj Marie, thank you for supporting the show. Speaking of Kumo, bro, you should Google and read Fascism Came to America Wrapped in a Rainbow Flag and Wearing a Pussy Hat by Caitlin Johnstone. Oh, man, I will absolutely read that. You know, I've read a lot of Caitlin Johnstone's stuff over the last year, and it's really amazing what she's doing. And I give her credit for how she's, you know, called out the crazy neoliberalism of the Hillary people, and as Abby Martin calls it, bourgeois feminism, and it's an excellent thing. So I will read that. You know, Fascism Came to America Wrapped in a Rainbow Flag and Wearing a Pussy Hat by Caitlin Johnstone. That's awesome. I will read that for sure. Here's what I'm gonna do. I'm going to do that right now. I'm going to look up CaitlinJohnstone.com, and I'm going to bookmark that article, and perhaps I will talk about it. Phil Britton, God is a construct of the mind that makes money for the one percenters. It could very well be true. I don't know. Like I said, I believe in a higher power, a power greater than myself. Like when I surf, the waves are a power greater than myself. Helps me. But the other thing is I don't need anyone to agree with me to believe that.